A chat with Glendora, a show for living right. A chat with Glendora makes your day so bright. Words of inspiration, jokes to make you smile. Come relax and chat with Glendora for a while.
Mama Dog, do you think we should resume with the happy happenings of November the 18th, Monday? Woof, woof. What do you think, Stephanie Casper?
I think we should.
All righty.
All right. The next one is Glendora wanted 20 minutes for the doctor to answer. Then she had to hang up because the phone was needed for clock in.
I waited on the phone for 20 minutes for the doctor to answer, and the doctor didn't answer.
Oh.
But they left a thing that was interesting. It said, press 1 if you want a call back. So I did press 1, and there was a call back within 10 or 15 minutes.
Oh, wow, that's great.
And the person said, well, it's going to be very hard for you to have an appointment with Dr. Katz. And the earliest one I can find is December, the middle of December, at 7:30 a.m.
Wow.
Now, that's not viable. And I said, well, no, Medicaid won't like that. Medicaid wants this done this week. She says, all right, you want somebody from the doctor's office to call you? And yes, please. And after a while, Margaret called, and she says, you can have an appointment the day after tomorrow.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And I did, and it was by Zoom. And Dr. Katz is very efficient, and he finds out the information, and I think he's agog that there's nothing wrong, that all systems are go. The alimentary system, the urinary system, the breathing system, the pulmonary system, the circulation, the muscles, the bones, the head, the cranium, the brain. And so it was a very enjoyable examination over the telephone. And I examined him, and I think he's fine. And he asked me to send a copy of No Resuscitation, send a copy of the New York Health Proxy, send a copy of the Power of Attorney. He asked me if I would do that, and I said, sure. And also that I'm going to Albany Med. The youngsters today are having trouble getting into medical school, but I didn't have any trouble getting into medical school. I'm going to Albany Med Anatomical Donations. I had no trouble getting into medical school. All right. So, yes, is there any other entry on the 18th?
Yes, there are a few. Soul to Soul folder done.
Oh, good.
Eldritch Rose. Kirk Dixon. December 14th for Christmas decorations. YouTube November newsletter said that there was 13 new subscribers, 1,254 total views, 1,858 minutes watched for the month of November.
Steph, did you know that?
No, that's amazing.
Yeah, let's go over that again. Was it 13 new subscribers?
Yes.
And 1,200 views?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
And over 1,800 minutes.
Yes, that's correct.
And I bet you the kitties and the dog got most of those.
Oh, I bet they did. They seem to be a real big hit.
They're way ahead of us.
Mm-hmm. And this just says Alexa Clampett, Child, and Tracy Clegg. That's all it says.
And that's it for the 18th of November?
That's it for the 18th of November.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Steph.
You're very welcome.
Do you have one for the 19th, Tuesday?
Let me look.
And folks, I want to introduce you to Mala Dog. Mala Dog is a husky dog, 10 years old.
Yes. All right, 22, 23.
Lisa McGee,
20.
her son joined the Army, I think it was, and was stationed in California, and he got a dog, and he loved his dog, and then he met a girlfriend, and she didn't want the dog. So the son's mother, Lisa McGee, found the midpoint between California and the Albany, New York district, and that happened to be in Arkansas. And she drove to Arkansas, and they convened there, and the son drove from California, and they brought Charlie Dog. And Charlie Dog came home with Lisa McGee. And that was several years ago.
I'm glad he's got a good home, though.
And Stephanie said if she had been the son, she would have dropped the girlfriend. And you know, everybody who works here said that.
Yeah.
Amy said it. And I say it too.
I think the dog came first, and you made a commitment to having a pet, so...
Anything on the 19th, hon?
No, I don't have anything for the
Okay.
19th.
I bet you have something on the 20th.
Yes. Right. Happy happenings for November 20th.
Okay, can you go through them for us, please?
Yep. Plant pot soil. Turnip.
Oh, the turnip, yes.
Yes.
I bought my Thanksgiving, folks, I celebrate 1 week before, the Thursday before, because I'm vegan. I want to make sure that I have a vegan Thanksgiving and that I have everything needed for that, and it doesn't get hurt in any way, that we will have it. Well, we had it, and we had a vegan roast, turkey roast, and we had vegan gravy, and we had turnip, and squash, and old-fashioned New England dressing, and mashed potatoes, green beans and peas, cranberry sauce, and pumpkin pie. And we had a few guests, and they really enjoyed it, didn't they, Steph?
Yes, everybody
Steph-
seemed to enjoy it.
And Steph was a cook. She cooked it all within a couple of hours. Is there any way that I can hold the camera on Mala while you read, hon?
Oh, I can do that.
You can do both?
Yes.
Okay.
The next one is North Carolina Program Superb.
Okay.
Family Dollar A Bust. Buy Support Stocking. Frank Ritzy called. Marianne Funeral. Masses Saturday, 10 to 11 p.m. Aaron does something to the ship's guest cabin. Electronic knee brace. Advertiser, Happy Happenings, 57 views. Office jokes, $50 Troy. Grady okay with Clement, and renewals are done.
That's good.
Trust says that those checks that people did not cash can be resubmitted.
Isn't that great, folks? The trust sent back 4 checks, and they waited 90 days for the people to cash them, and they didn't cash them. So they stopped payment on it. And I thought, oh, that's terrible. The people put out their money, their cash and send in their invoices, but they're not going to get their money back. And I asked some people about it, and some of them said, oh, forget it, drop it. But no, I called the trust and said if there was any redemption, and yes, we're going to reissue them.
Wonderful.
You were one of those people, Steph.
I know.
Yeah.
The next one is military ball.
Oh, yes. Lieutenant invited April into the military ball, and she wore this ravishing red dress. And it was at the Botanical Gardens in Fayetteville, North Carolina. This is a very good dog biscuit.
Yes.
And it's like a cookie. And the ingredients are all vegan. And I'm going to give it, with your permission, of course, to Mala.
Oh, yes, you can give her one.
Just as soon as we finish. It's the next one, November...
There's still some purple jacket, contacts, think folder 1, put away groceries. And that's it.
That's fun. What's the next date?
All right, the next date is the 21st. No, actually it is the 22nd.
Okay, dog.
All right.
Mala dog, just as soon as we finish the Happy Happenings of November 22nd, Friday, we're going to give you this lovely cookie. She's kissing my hand already.
Yeah.
And nuzzling with her nose.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to do it fast.
All right, Veg News, November 22nd, has 8 homemade desserts to satisfy your longing for sweets. Every dessert requires only 4 ingredients.
That's Veg News, folks.
They're
It's
all
a website.
They're all plant-based and therefore cholesterol-free. Aaron, may the rich grace impart strength to your body and heart. Amy walked to work. Sue says no. 3 colonies of kittens need urgent care. Electronic knee brace, an advertiser, Thanksgiving dinner, 20 contacts, and snow in Schenectady and Poughkeepsie.
What a great day. Do you have a picture of our dog?
Oh yes, I was just getting a close-up of her.
Oh, nice. Do I have good-looking knees, folks? Can you see my knees?
Yes.
Oh,
Nala likes them.
Is that all on the 21st?
Let's see. Yes.
That was good. No, or was that the 22nd?
22nd, yes.
Now we're up to today, the 23rd?
Yes.
Well, so I want to thank Steffi for walking around the ship. We make believe it's a ship. It's a little one-room apartment. We make believe it's a ship. And Stephanie walked through the ship's guest cabin, and inch by inch, item by item, and we found 22 things that had not been put away. And we believe a place for everything and everything in its place. Well, Stephanie corrected that. It's perfect now. And then she did the electronics bench, and she fed the 2 blue jays, 2 blue jays. Blue jays. Yeah. Excuse me, folks. Hello?
Hey, Glendora.
Okay, you're on camera.
I am. Okay, you're going to be having a show here in 4 minutes.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And then Stephanie did the electronics bench, wiped off the countertops, and fed 2 blue jays. Wayne,
Yes.
don't blue jays, aren't they territorial? How would 2 male blue jays sit together?
Well, I don't know. They can be quite aggressive, I understand.
Yeah. Okay. Is that the end of the happy happenings, hon?
Yes, it is.
Wayne, is there anything you want to say on camera?
No, there is. But thank you for offering.
Oh, you're welcome. A woman who was a passenger on a cruise ship, she was asked, how do you like your cabin? And the woman says, well, I like my cabin except for the washing machine on the wall. And another passenger says, that's not a washing machine, that's a porthole. And the woman says, well, no wonder my clothes didn't come back.
Shall we do a sound check?
Yes, please.
Okay, here we go.
Yes, that's good. That's good. Folks, Wayne plays my program. It's being cablecast in Pittsfield right now in the Berkshires of Massachusetts. And he plays it for me over the phone every Saturday. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, that is very nice.
All right, Mala, you ready to say goodbye, dear?
How's that?
Woof!
That's good.
Mala says goodbye to Wayne, and Mala says goodbye to Glennie, and Mala says goodbye to Stephanie.
Yes.
Grace and peace, everybody. Say again, dear Amy.
Atom Park Bench.
Oh, and Adam, A-T-O-M, was sitting on a park bench, and he was dejected. And a man came along, and he said, why are you dejected? And the atom says, well, I'm not an atom any longer. I'm an ion. I lost an electron. And the man says, are you sure? And the atom says, I'm positive.
Nothing I wouldn't do.
The man says, there's nothing I wouldn't do for my brother, and there's nothing my brother wouldn't do for me. So we go through life doing nothing for each other.
Heart transplant.
A man said, if I ever have a heart transplant, I want the heart of my boss. It's never been used.
Mind wanders.
The secretary says that the boss's mind is beginning to wander. And the clerk says, don't worry, dear. It's too weak to go very far.
Even disposition.
This audience must be filled with bosses.
Maybe.
What'd you say, Amy?
I said maybe.
The boss has an even disposition. Is terrible all the time. All right.
Who's who?
What, dear?
Who's who?
Have you heard of Who's Who in America, people?
Yeah, definitely.
We're coming out with a new volume called Who's Through in America? Who's Through in America?
And drop.
Anybody in the audience want to be in it?
Drop the shoe.
A man came home late at night, and he's sitting on the edge of his bed, and he's taking off his shoes, and he lets his first shoe bang down on the floor, and then he says, oh, I shouldn't do that. That'll bother the man downstairs. So the next shoe he took off very carefully and quietly. And 15 minutes went by, and there was a knock on the door, and it was a man downstairs, and he says, will you drop the other shoe so I can go to sleep?
Okay.
Are you calling it quits, Amy?
No. I'm just making sure we have enough time.
Would you like one more sheet of jokes, folks? All righty.
Money does not grow on trees.
Son, money does not grow on trees. Well, then how come banks have branches? You sure you want another page? Okay.
Minister, no time to write a sermon.
The minister said to his assistant, I won't be here in church next Sunday. Will you do the sermon? And when the minister came back, he asked around the congregation, and they didn't really think much of the sermon last week. And so the minister said to the assistant, the people didn't really like the sermon last week. And the assistant says, well, I was too busy to write one, and I used one of yours.
A private tutor?
Oh, forget that one, Amy. Give another one, please.
Male pallbearer?
A woman said when she died, she didn't want any male pallbearers because when they were alive, they didn't take her out, and she didn't want to take her out after she was dead. All right, we're almost done. We have 10 minutes here. I'm going to save the last 2 minutes for applause. One more, 2, 3, Amy.
Windows on my computer.
I like some windows on my computer, folks. They don't have to be washed.
Clean bill of health.
Did the doctor give you a clean bill of health? He won't do that until after my check clears. And the one about why does the trumpet player practice his trumpet in the closet? Do you know why, folks?
Well, why?
He's a private tutor. All right, let's go.
Sugar bowl.
The football team turned down their invitation to the Sugar Bowl because of diabetes. Because it's what's the one who runs with the ball?
The quarterback?
Yes. They turned down their invitation to the Sugar Bowl because the quarterback had diabetes. All right, honey. I think this poor audience is worn out.
Married 4 times.
Did I ever tell you about the woman married 4 times?
Yeah,
First she married a banker. Then she married an actor. Then she married a minister. And then she married an undertaker. 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, and 4 to go. Well, now listen, folks. Is there anything that we can do for you?
Have a good evening.
All righty.
No, they're good.
Okie dokie. All right, Amy, hold out your palm of your hand, and I'll put this number with my pointy finger in the palm of her hand. Now, you ready, Amy?
Sure.
All right. All right, I'm thinking of a number from 1 to 10.
2.
No.
They said it was 2. No, it wasn't 2.
Who's next? What'd you say next?
7.
Somebody said 7.
7? No.
Somebody else said 10.
There you are. Good for you. Congratulations.